Domestic violence is a common problem affecting millions of people. However, there's often a misconception of what's included in domestic violence.
Most offenders aren't aware that they are abusive because of the level of denial and blame. Very often people stay in abusive relationships because they don't realize that it's abuse.
They don't know to report it. They don't know that what is happening to them is a form of abuse. So I think it's important for teenagers to realize what abuse is.
The highest risk group of people to be victims of domestic violence are females in their mid to late teens to mid to late 20s.
One of the most important things to think about domestic violence is that that's a broad term, including a variety of different types of abuse. Physical abuse is any physical unwanted touch, which includes hitting, choking, smacking, pinching, any unwanted contact of any kind. Additionally, physical abuse also includes other, not necessarily directly physical contact types of abuse.
Non-contact physical abuse are things like tactics of intimidation, so facial expressions, posturing, standing over a victim.
Domestic violence from the police perspective is any type of an assault. Also, it would be any kind of indirect assault.
You can be arrested for a domestic assault if you touch any family member or a person living in your home with you, or individual with whom you have a child or other intimate relationship.
Another form of abuse is verbal abuse, name-calling and threatening, screaming in someone's face.
It's illegal anytime you threaten somebody in writing, whether it be over email, whether it be text messages, letters, or over the phone.
Another form of abuse is emotional abuse. In domestic violence, emotional abuse that is more subtle is blame, minimization, denial. Another form of abuse is sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse is using sexual acts and behaviors in a way to control and subjugate a partner.
And the last form is the financial abuse. The abuser will keep tabs on their spending, will check their receipts, will dictate what they are allowed to spend. It's a very controlled environment. There are a lot of early warning signs that you can pick up on that you might be entering into an abusive relationship. A good acronym to look at is the word believe. The B in believe stands for boundaries. In healthy relationships, we have very healthy boundaries. I'm responsible for my thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You're responsible for your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
And you're not forcing your thoughts and feelings on your partner.
The E is entitlement. If I'm going to abuse you, I need to feel entitled or justified to do so.
Acting like they're more valuable, kind of elevating themselves while devaluing you.
The L in believe stands for lies and manipulation, not just within the relationship, but in a broader level for the offender. The I in believe stands for intimidation and isolation.
Often in domestic violence relationships, the individual will isolate their partner. So for example, they'll control where they go, who they talk to, control how much they use their phone.
The next E is expectations. The abusive partner defines the relationship, and the victim is forced to live within the abusive partner's system. The next letter in believe is V, and V stands for victim stance. Offenders do often view themselves as victims, and nothing is their fault. The last E is eggshells. If you feel like you're walking on eggshells, that means that you're under the influence of fear within this relationship, and fear is not part of a healthy or safe relationship.
I started learning that these guys or women are people too, and underneath they're good people, but they just have done bad things.
The number one thing we're looking for in healthy relationships is feeling safe, feeling comfortable to be authentic, to share your feelings, to share your dreams and aspirations.
It's going to be really important that you gain that insight and awareness, because until you know that you struggle with a problem, no change is going to occur.